Good morning. Welcome to Creative Living Fellowship pre-service meditation. Thank you so much for joining us this morning for this meditation. My name is Rhonda Emmerich. I am a licensed practitioner with Creative Living Fellowship. Let's get started with our meditation by getting comfortable in our seats. We can start with closing our eyes and just taking a nice deep breath and slowly releasing that breath. And again, another nice deep breath. And as we slowly release that breath, we start to release all the tension in our bodies, starting from the very tops of our head, all the way down to the very tips of our toes. We just start feeling our bodies relaxing. We open our minds wide. We open our hearts wide. We let go of everything that it took to get here this morning. We let go of everything that we'll be doing later this afternoon. We just focus on this very moment. And again, another nice deep breath. And as we release the breath, we continue feeling our bodies relaxing even more. Feeling our hearts opening really wide. Feeling our minds opening really wide. As we allow our consciousness to expand wider and wider and wider. As we focus on this moment, we focus on how we want to feel. We focus on what we want to create in our lives. We focus on love. We focus on gratitude. We focus on peace. We focus on all the good things that we want in our lives, all the good things that we want to feel, all the things that we want for other people, all the good we want for our planet. We just focus on that at this moment, taking another nice deep breath, slowly releasing that breath. And again, another nice deep breath, releasing it as we rest in the silence. And with the sound of the chime reminding us it's time to bring our awareness back, we slowly open our eyes, start wiggling our fingers and our toes, just becoming aware of our surroundings, holding on to the feeling of peace and love that we have right now, knowing that we can take that with us throughout the rest of the day. Thank you so much for being with us this morning for this meditation. Our service will start in just a few moments. Namaste.
Welcome to the Creative Living Fellowship online Sunday service. Please join us in our opening song, Use Me.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. All that I'm saying is, command my hands. What must they do? Command my life. It's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. And God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Good morning. My name is Deborah Covington, and I am delighted to serve as the Sunday service host today. Whether you're joining us on Zoom, Facebook, or YouTube, it is my pleasure to welcome you here today. Creative Living Fellowship is an independent religious science church and we honor all paths that lead to truth. Our deep intention here is to be a community of love, care, and connection that opens hearts, expands consciousness, and transforms lives. And we do that through the principles and practices of the science of mind and spirit. The science of mind is a new thought, ancient wisdom teaching that provides us with tools for living our best possible lives. We believe there is one power that flows in, through, and as all beings. We promote unification with this ever-present source and believe the key to unlocking the mysteries of this power is found within oneself. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, said that the great spiritual geniuses, whether it was Moses, Buddha, Plato, Socrates, Jesus, or Emerson, have taught man to look within himself to find God. Practitioner Fran Peck is holding high watch for us this morning, and this means that she is sitting in a meditative state, holding a space for the perfect unfoldment of this service. Thank you, Fran. Today, it is my pleasure to welcome back John Stringer as our musical inspiration and guest speaker. Rhonda Emmerich is our practitioner of the day. She will be bringing us the opening prayer, and that will be followed by the centering moment. Then Rhonda will be back with the inspirational reading for today. And now, here's Rhonda with our opening prayer.
Good morning. We take this time to recognize that there is just one power, just one presence, just one essence of love, just one life. That one life that is expressing itself in, through, and as me is the same life that is expressing itself in, through, and as all beings on this planet. Expressing in every event of life, every circumstance of life, every situation of life, knowing that that one life, that one presence, that one spirit that we sometimes call God is always present, always present. In every sunrise and every sunset, in every endeavor of our lives, it is present. And for that, we are thankful. Knowing that as I am here speaking at this moment, God is expressing as me, as God is expressing as all. And as I speak my word into the law, I speak a blessing for this service. I speak a blessing for our guest speaker, for our Reverend Sherry, for all the staff, for everyone that has a part in this service, everyone that is here at this moment and that will be hearing it later, knowing that we are all divinely blessed. And as I bless our service, I bless all teachers and seekers of truth on this planet, regardless of philosophy, religious beliefs, faith traditions, knowing that we are all one. I see every person on our planet surrounded by healing love, by healing light, knowing that peace and love prevail in all areas of life on this planet. No matter where we are, we know that God is there present, blessing and protecting. Knowing this truth, I send blessings to every country, every person, every being on this planet, knowing that they are divine expressions of the one. And I give gratitude for this service. I give gratitude for this prayer, knowing that the law always says yes, and it is perfectly manifested here and now. I release this prayer into the law. I release it, I let it go, I let it be. And so it is. Our reading this morning is an excerpt from the book by John Stringer, The Abundance Vibration, A Guide to Alignment, Day 3. The power of your intention, combined with the power of alignment, is all you need to create the life you desire. Alignment allows you to let go of the things that you hold on to that are not true, are not productive, and prevent you from seeing the beauty in all that is. Alignment is what helps you take on your thoughts of a higher vibration so you enjoy life however it shows up. Intention is how you place your order or request more of what you desire and give it to yourself. As you choose vibrations of what you do want through your intent or will or focus and practice, you generate exactly what you want to feel in any moment. That is the power you have been given that allows you to create the experience you want to have internally, regardless of the circumstances externally.
Thank you, Rhonda. And it is my great pleasure now to introduce our musical inspiration and guest speaker for today, John Stringer. John is a life teacher, speaker, Billboard charting singer-songwriter. Whew, that's a mouthful. Healing and author with a passion for music, community, expression, and limitless love and light. He has spoken and performed for events and venues throughout the world, and he shares his message of alignment through songs featured on his debut solo album, Limitless Love and Life, as well as through inspired teachings, some of which can be found in his book, The Abundance Vibration, A Guide to Alignment. Please join me in welcoming back John Stringer.
So good to be back. Creative Living Fellowship. And I'd love you to hear this song as if it was coming from your highest self, that oneness, that perfection and power that gives us life. Here I am. I've heard that you've been looking for me. Pardon me to look for me. I think that's kind of funny. And here I am, waiting for you. To listen for me now. I can wait for as long as it takes, because everything is already here right now. Right now, holy instant, holy moment. Oh, holy instant, holy moment. You've seen your peaks, you've seen the veil removed, yet you know that you love to suffer until you're ready for some higher good. Yes, all good, as you say, it's all good, 'cause I made it that way.
essence is eternal, an extension of myself, holy instant, holy moment. Oh, holy instant, holy moment. Your creation of form is something else, beauty but not real. So don't get caught in how you feel when you see something go down that you don't like. Remember, oh remember, there's no wrong and there's no right. Holy instant, holy moment. Oh, yeah. Holy instant, holy moment. And I will lead you home. Oh yeah. And don't be afraid to speak to me. Ask whatever you may need. And don't be afraid to let it go. Ask whatever you need to know. Holy instant, holy moment. And I will lead you home. All right. Holy instant, holy moment. And I will lead you home. Hey. Don't be afraid to release the pain. Cry and feel the love again. Don't be afraid to release the pain. Cry and feel the love again. Oh, holy, holy, oh, holy, holy, oh, holy, holy, oh, holy, holy.
I invite you to sing that with me. It's Om, holy, holy.
Om, holy, holy, 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 Om, holy, holy.
And we give thanks for the essence, for the source, for that great I am that I am, knowing that it is doing its wonderful and perfect work in every moment. And all we have to do is say yes. So we say yes to all that source is seeking to birth in us, as us, and through us. We say yes to knowing, seeing, and being the perfection, the power, the hands, the eyes of love. So it is. So I am delighted to be with you once again. And the title of this wonderful share is Where Are You Going and Where Are You Now? So thanks to Reverend Sherry for the invitation once again to return. I always am struck, often, I should say, by the perfection and the power when I align and see things playing out and begin to expand awareness and see what's happening. It's like from the very beginning of this service, the prayers, the different things, just seeing the interconnection, it's just exciting. It's that divine intelligence at work right off the bat. So I give thanks for that and give thanks to be able to participate and co-create with you. I know and acknowledge that this wonderful knowing, this wonderful intelligence that comes through us is ours. It is all of ours. I get to be a role, a puppet, if you will, as I make myself available to our power, to our knowing. So these reminders that come through are our knowing, not mine, not just yours. There is no separation in this perfection, in this knowing that comes through. So I'm grateful to be able to share and remember and co-create this moment together. Now, with that said, where are you going and where are you now? My wife and I received this wonderful acronym AIM that we've shared. If you've heard me speak before, you may have heard me talk about awareness being that first step. In many of our experiences, we've heard people remind us of the power of awareness. What I've realized through practice is that we can expand our awareness through alignment. As the reading shared, that alignment is something that creates an expansion in our awareness beyond what we might be conditioned to look at. For example, if you've been in a encounter with someone and you feel that triggering, right? That, and you get mad and you want to act out of that anger, that moment between the poke or the trigger, that moment between that and then your response is the moment where you can choose alignment, to be present instead of acting out of old behaviors, and expand your awareness into what you're feeling at the sensation level, what you're thinking at the meaning level, and then begin to expand even beyond that and receive a higher level of consciousness that may transcend the limited conditioned way of thinking in that moment, where the trigger goes and this old program kicks in. What did you say? The ego rises up, right? The tension comes in, the anger, and suddenly you can easily give way to those old patterns, those old conditioned ways of thinking that are neural pathways and all sorts of programming in the body and in our energy. In order to interrupt that way of being, those old patterns, it takes alignment. It takes, some call it centering, right? So we know centering, aligning, expands the awareness so we can choose differently instead of being on autopilot or automatic based on the old patterns. As soon as the trigger comes, we interrupt that old pattern and we allow that source level of consciousness and energy to guide us and remove the blocks that may have us seeing in misperception. As soon as we do that, in that moment is any and everything we need to choose differently. What does it take to go from where I am now in patterns I may not want to be in ways I don't want to feel, to where I want to go? That first step is alignment so that our awareness can begin to expand. Same thing we hear about the first steps, right? Hi, my name is John Stringer and I am addicted to suffering. We have to acknowledge that first step, that'll create that awareness, and then acknowledge that pattern the triggering has come. Now all I need to do is align, be present, and I can access that higher knowing. The next step is the clarity of where we're going, that intention. Oftentimes in this scenario, for example, oftentimes we may have an idea of where we want to go. Okay, I know I need to be kind in this moment, even though I have judgment because of what just happened externally and the way this person said something. I may have judgment, but I know, let me get aligned, breathe. Awareness, expand. My intention is to be loving and kind. We may internally ask, how do I do that in this moment when we're not feeling that way at all? Sometimes it's as simple as saying, like I just encountered with my wife a couple of days ago, sweetheart, can we talk about this later? I feel like I'm internally in a place where I can't wrap my head around the conversation and I can't see clearly at this moment. Would you mind if we talk about this later? My wife thanked me, and I thanked myself for not giving into the turmoil, right? Of finding a different way through presence when we're in that turmoil, in that triggering, in that energy. So the intention for me in that moment was to simply be as kind as I could from where I was. Sometimes that looks different relative to the moment, but what's beautiful is alignment, centering, and presence allows those thoughts to come. That thought came from me taking a break, interrupting how I was feeling and saying, what would be best in this moment? Just inquiring in my mind. And all of a sudden the thought and the response came. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good response. Let me say that. So I'm not saying there's a cookie cutter answer for any moment. I'm saying there is an answer available for you based on your exact circumstance in that moment when you align, when you expand your awareness and make yourself receptive to those new thoughts that transcend the limited conditioned thinking that we're used to, that's causing the suffering, that's causing the triggering, etc. So let's recount where we're at. Awareness through alignment, right? And then intention. What is my intention? That intention places the order. That intention can be as simple as, may align, source, help. One of my favorite intentions to receive the help, right? There's another level of intention that helps us get to where we're going. It's the level of intention that allows us to dissolve the separation from our misperception. That's clarifying your intention. This level of intention means whatever it is we want, we collapse the separation by simply asking questions and going deeper. When we are aligned, we can say, okay, what is it that I want? Take in mind anything you want right now. What is it that I want? Something you want to manifest in the external world, internally, doesn't matter what it is. Fill in the blank, one thing. What is it that I want? Now simply see that one thing, imagining it in the world of form, being manifest, and then ask yourself, why do I want this? Allow yourself to drop into the level of meaning. Why do I want this? What am I making it mean? Why am I after this? Perhaps it's a feeling of security. Perhaps it's stability or excitement, freedom, liberation to do what you want, have what you want. Why do I want this? Then ask yourself again, why do I want that? That meaning I'm giving it. Often that can bring us into the level of sensation, what it feels like to have it. Why do I want it? Because it would feel like this. Giving ourselves that level of sensation in imagining that being fulfilled in this moment. Maybe even imagining what would be said when I'm feeling that by myself or others. as we're activating these levels of creation, from form to meaning to sensation, we are dropping into more subtle levels of creation and activating the frequencies and the vibrations of what it is we are truly after. And once we've done that, we have clarified the intention, because the intention is the primary level of creation. All desire is of source seeking to amplify the vibrations and frequencies that are ours to experience. And we are free to have them at any time, regardless of external circumstance or condition. It's simply we have to practice remembering how to collapse the separation. We can use the object to clarify the intention. Why do I want this? Easy to remember that the object really is meaningless. We create the level of meaning and project it on the object. So if we can practice taking back our power by simply aligning, expanding our awareness, and we call this aligned inquiry, my wife and I, aligned inquiry, when our awareness is expanded and we can begin to ask, what is it that I want in the world of form? Why do I want that at the level of meaning? And why do I want that at the level of sensation? And giving it to ourselves within, we activate that wonderful fulfillment, fully filling the desire, right? The desire fulfilled. So by doing this, it allows us to collapse the chronological, typical, limited timeline that we often subject ourselves to, I'll say, right? Or believe in. And instead, we begin to instantly manifest. But it's through alignment that allows us to see when we're creating false and unnecessary separation. It's through alignment that allows us to see where we are now is actually only a thought away from where we want to be. And here's the beauty of it, that wonderful thing we've heard of over and over, the law of attraction, right? We attract to ourselves what we are. We attract to ourselves what we choose at the vibrational level, at the conscious level, because form follows frequency. Form follows vibration. So once we've accessed and clarified that wonderful intention, and we give it to ourselves instantly, we've manifest instantly that which we desire. Then we can go with that beingness of fulfillment, wholeness, knowing that all is well, knowing that all good is ours, knowing that there is no lack, right? In practice, not in belief, in practice, there is no lack, because everything I desire, I can give to myself now. When we master that internal power and marshal the vibrations and frequencies we desire most in any moment, you talk about power. You talk about fulfillment. You talk about being the light of the world that you came to be. That's your soul's blueprint and your birthright. That's what you're here to do. Now, is it easy? I'll be the first to say, I have not found it easy. It takes practice. That's why we look at the people who really do it well and think master, right? They have become masters of harnessing and taking back their power and collapsing that illusion of separation and bringing through the reminders that we can do the same. And we watch in awe of our own power. We watch in awe of our own birthright, right? And we think, master, we're all masters. Some of us have mastered suffering. Some of us have mastered distraction. Some of us have mastered being miserable, being ungrateful. Nothing wrong with that. It teaches us. What a great teacher that is. Congratulations, master. You have really done it. And it's okay. Man, let me tell you, I'm not saying this projecting it at you. This is my life. I have mastered suffering. I have mastered the art of feeling powerless and unable. I know what that feels like. I have mastered overwhelmed and wanting to give up on life. I have been there. I have mastered putting myself in a situation of being homeless, putting myself in a situation of being absent, putting myself in a situation of being completely selfish. I know what it feels like. I've mastered it. And thank God I don't got to wear that t-shirt going around, broadcasting, but I'm sharing it with you because it was a noble teacher. It's what built my desire to finally ask for something that works. When I was assessing where I was now, I realized I was out of control. This was back then. I was out of control and didn't know how to harness that power. And sometimes we feel like that, and that's okay. That's when taking that breath and becoming aware of what's going on is so important. To be able to take account and face what's happening internally. To be present with what's there. It's a noble teacher. That suffering, that energy, those blocks, they are perfect and allow us to feel into them and gain wisdom when we let go of the beliefs around them and instead be present with the energy. There's a phrase called emotional intelligence, if you've ever heard of it. And it breaks down into a couple of categories, but it's the ability to be aware of the emotions you're experiencing and why. The ability to marshal the emotions you would like to feel. The ability to use all of those talents and understand and have empathy for the emotions of others, and the ability to interconnect and create harmony with others in an appropriate way with our emotions, regardless of what arises. To me, that's a nice label for everything we're talking about. Being able to be present, to align, to be aware, to access that inner genius that can guide us in every moment and allow us to access exactly where we want to be and collapse the false illusion of separation. Then we take that being to our doing. Here's the fun part. The doing comes through inspired action. When we're fulfilled, when we're have the expanded awareness, we're no longer operating in limited condition thinking that acts out of fear and separation, and I got to do this and do that, and simply amplifies the suffering we're creating. We're no longer operating at that low level of consciousness because we've expanded our awareness, transcended, and accessed the intelligence that knows and gives that inspiration, gives that beam of light that is just as valuable as the words of Yeshua ben Yosef, just as valuable as MLK Jr., just as valuable as anyone we admire. That inner knowing and genius, the same thing they listen to, begins to inspire us with action of what is ours to do, what only we came to do and be. When we catch that purpose, when we catch that vision, that's the light of the world that everyone needs to see. What the world needs from you, as the great words of Howard Thurman, those who come alive. That's what the world is waiting on. That's what the world needs most. The way I hear it, what the world needs most is your example of limitless love and light. That's what the world is waiting on. Don't make us wait. Don't make us wait. Where you are now is the perfect position to where you want to be. All it takes is aligning, going within, accessing that higher level of knowing, clarifying your intention, manifesting what you desire now fully at the level of vibration, and listening to the inspired action to amplify that which you have given yourself. For the external can only amplify the internal. And so it is. So we give thanks for that power which is our birthright. That power which designed our soul's blueprint so that we might have an experience that is love, that is always perfect, regardless of what we choose to believe, to create, to hold on to. We give thanks that there is nothing but God. There is nothing but this oneness extending itself as its right to create more. The illusion of separation, the illusion of light and dark, the illusion of duality, so that we might have an experience of more than the oneness. And the fun of remembering it is our birthright. It is for us. There is no harm. No matter how dark it looks, we give thanks that we can harness this power. We give thanks that we are this love. We give thanks for the grace, for the blessings, to play in this wonderful play, collapsing the timeline, taking the quantum leap, and being all that we are here to be. Going from where we are now to where we want to be within an instant, within a choice, within a thought. Thank you, Source, for this wonderful reminder. And so it is. Amen, Ashe, Aho.
Oh, thank you, John, for that very divinely inspired talk today and the beautiful prayer. This is the time we participate in the divine law of giving and receiving by giving of our tithes and offerings. CLF is a tithing church, and therefore we invite you to join us in this very sacred practice of tithing here at CLF. You can click on the link on our website or in the comments in Zoom, YouTube, or on Facebook. We have a new CLF text to give phone number, which is 844-941-4360, and you can use your smartphone for texting to give. Let us now repeat our offering blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God, and so it is. We are very grateful for your continued giving of CLF. And now it is my pleasure to welcome back John Stringer with our offering song.
If you've ever felt the guilt or felt the shame, if you've ever wondered why you felt the pain, I can tell you how to finally let it out. And it works if you can just let go the doubt. It's a now you know type of story, so I won't tell you things to make it right, 'cause you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. Let this go by if you just align right now, right now. fear that makes you think that something's wrong. But it's not why you have come to sing along. What do I give? What do I say when my fears come and love still stays to let me know there's always nothing wrong? What can I do to feel the truth? I'll tell you all you need to hear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When fear comes calling and you are falling, you won't fall from the love that's always here, 'cause you'll be just fine and you'll be alright. Let this go by if you just align right now, right now, align right now. And there's more to life than this. You have come to feel the bliss. There's nothing to figure out. And when problems reappear, you can find the answers here and feel what it's all about. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. 'Cause you'll be just fine and you'll be alright. Let this go by if you just align right now, right now, align right now. Oh, 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 and all my fears are made simple mistakes, and I am still the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And all my fears are made simple mistakes, and I am still the same. Yeah, 'cause you'll be just fine and you'll be alright. Let this go by if you just align right now.
Oh my gosh, John, you are so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything today. I feel like we should just stop right now and end the service. That was like a mic drop. That was awesome. It's so fantastic to have you here. And I just want to say hi to Kathy real quick, your wife. I see her here. And wow, I'm supposed to be doing something. Announcements. Yes. So let's go ahead and jump into those. Whew. Meditation is a great mindfulness practice that helps us to be present in the now. So why not join us for our midday meditation throughout the week to start or support your meditation practice. It's a great practice to help with alignment and self-awareness. Midday meditation is at noon, Monday through Friday. Another way we can practice, join Reverend Jorge every Monday evening to explore spiritual practices that apply Sunday messages to the lessons and experiences of our day-to-day life. By increasing our practices, we open up to see beyond our boundaries and self-interests and transform our consciousness to align and enjoy the union with God and to live from that union. You can participate in Monday Practice with Reverend Jorge through our Facebook and YouTube live streams at 6:30 p.m. If you're unable to make our live streams, whether it's Sunday service, midday meditation, or Monday Practice with Reverend Jorge, you can always watch them on your own schedule through our archives on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Stay connected and supported with your CLF family and join Reverend Sherry every Tuesday as she hosts a Community Care Connection Zoom meeting at 6:30 p.m. This week, Reverend Sherry will be leading us in life's purpose visioning. This is a powerful process that reveals more the more you do it. Visioning is a spiritual practice that aligns you to possibilities for your life. Join us this Tuesday and open up, surrender, and catch God's vision for your life.
Hi there, I'm Reverend Cheryl McCreary, the creator and facilitator of Manifest More Money. You know, so many of our New Thought communities, our members are struggling right now about money. They're feeling anxiety and fear and powerlessness with the news and the recession, the inflation, all that stuff. It's very easy to forget the truth. The truth is we live in an abundant universe. The truth is unlimited abundance is our divine birthright. It's time to heal our relationship with money. If that's work that you want to do, I invite you to join me in the online course, Manifest More Money. We'll be meeting on 5 Thursdays from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, and we will do a deep dive into spiritual practice and practical actions to help you bust through your money set point, to help you release money blocks and limitations, to change your story into a story of money abundance and flow, and to move into divine right relationship with money. If that sounds like work you want to do, we're going to start off on September 1st. So join me. And the great thing is your center has its own unique registration link. So use that link and that link only, because when you register, 50% of your fee goes back to your center. So we're profit sharing with your center. If you want to join me in Manifest More Money, I look forward to seeing you on September 1st. See you then.
I also just want to do a quick shout out to Reverend Rochelle, my girl. Today is her birthday. So happy birthday, darling. I know that your life this next year is going to not only be the best ever, it's going to be just spectacular. So happy birthday. And if you haven't signed up for the workshop, Manifest More Money, do it today. It starts this coming Thursday. All right. Is something missing in your life? The quality of your life's experience, from health and success to prosperity and happiness, stems directly from your relationship with the universe. That sounds kind of familiar. And the patterns of thought that it inspires. In Ernest Holmes' beloved inspirational guidebook, Discover a Richer Life, Holmes provides the tools and blueprint for the foundation of a new and more successful life, grounded by and centered on the nature and meaning of reality. It also would be a great companion, please, to do this book study while you're doing Manifest More Money. The Ernest Holmes book study starts back up on Saturday, September 10th with Discover a Richer Life. This is a drop-in group, so get your copy today and read the first section and then join in starting on Saturday, September 10th from 10 a.m. to noon. It's time to fill some vacancies on the CLF Board of Trustees. To support the continued growth of CLF during this transformative time, and some excited things are brewing in the background, the BOT needs individuals and okay, let me start that again. The Board of Trustees needs individuals with very specific skill sets who are committed, dependable, ready, energized, and willing to step into leadership. Is this you? If you're interested in serving CLF by joining the Board of Trustees, please complete the online application today, as soon as possible. There's no deadline because we need them right away. You can go to our website and there's a heading at the top that says BOT application. That's where you need to go. Our Sunday prayer room is available to you after service today. Our practitioners are available for one-on-one prayer with you in private breakout rooms. Or you can reach out to one of our on-call practitioners. The list can be found in the comments or on our website under prayer. You can also email a prayer request to prayer@creativelivingfellowship.com. Upon receipt, our practitioners will pray over your request for 30 days. Remember, you don't need to walk around with a heavy heart. Your practitioners are waiting to serve you in prayer today. After service, we have Sunday fellowship. Join us in Zoom and hang out, discuss the service, and connect with each other. If you're in Zoom with us now, all you need to do is stay here. If not, then join us at the end of service. And you can find the link for today's prayer room and fellowship and our other activities on our website under events, under our Facebook events, or in your weekly newsletter. Well, that is it for today's announcements. Thanks for sticking with me through them. It is now back to Deb Covington.
First, I want to thank everyone today that participated in the service. We are a fabulous team, and I know I really appreciate everyone, as well as Reverend Sherry appreciates us too. Thank you, John, once again for joining us. I just have a couple of our regular reminders. Remember to use this treatment for supply in the Science of Mind textbook on page 262. This is our community prayer. Continue to connect with each other. And yes, again, a reminder, if you haven't registered already for Reverend Cheryl McCreary's Manifest More Money class, do it now. Do it now. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Reverend Sherry will be back with us next week. And now our closing song, I Release and I Let Go.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit